Welcome back, everybody. As promised, here's the review for the Voyager DOTM Megatron in his glorious truck mode. Yep. Well, here he is. Here's the Voyager one. You can see a lot more detail than the other cyberverse one, but strangely enough, not much bigger. And here's the cyberverse one back. They're about the same length. I mean, that one's a little bit taller. I mean, as you can see. Yeah. Very interesting. There they are. However, there are differences between them. For starters, this one here, as you saw, can detach. This one here cannot. This one here, like the G1 Motormaster and the soon-to-be Fans Project version of the Motormaster, it's like it's all one piece. However, he can turn there like so, which, you know, makes it look like it's posed or something, so you can pose it like that. Not the most practical of turns, but you can do that. Due to the trailer and truck being attached, he's not really in scale with Optimus Prime in any sense. Like, here's the Voyager Classics, and as you can see, trailer with trailer still way smaller. And if you get one of the Dark of the Moon ones, it's like, yeah. Here he is also in scale to another Voyager. Here's Voyager Grapple. It's longer, but way like shorter. He's longer, but like way shorter, yeah. Like height-wise, but he's still pretty cool though. I mean, he's got the same window there. The armor window like the other one. He has a mech tech port on top. The rolling wheels, every wheel rolls. He's got this tarp. It's pretty nice. A lot of cool paint rust effects in there. Now, unlike the other Dark of the Moon figures that were around, which came with the mech tech weapons, which you could put on, which looked very tacky, you know, on it, the mech tech weapon for this one is actually fully integrated into the figure itself. Yes, when you remove this tarp, that's soft rubber here, which forms as cloak later. It doesn't exactly peg, but you can jam it between those posts. It'll hang on there slightly. But here's the main weapon. You know, it's all in this, and you can use the tarp and put it backwards like so to cover it up. And it actually makes some more sense this way with all the straps going in the back. You know, just think it looks a little bit better this way than it did the other way. Yeah, I remember when the original pictures used to show it like this. But in any case, let's put this to the side for now. Here's the weapon, and push this in, and these claw things come out, sort of like a lens. And like all the other Voyagers, you can twist it and lock it in place. You can pull this piece out there, and there's a port on the top, and you just plug it in there. Of course, it does tend to fall a bit, or at least mine does. I don't know, maybe others won't. Yeah. And of course, the nice thing about this one's spring-loaded, so it just pops right back in. There's also two ports on the side there, which would later form his arms. But let's get him transformed. First thing you want to do is snap these pieces off and fold them down. Then you want to pop this section here, this whole trailer. Pull these out ever so slightly. Lift up this cod piece. Then you want to take these wheels and fold them in. When you fold these in, it snaps the thigh so that it can't rotate like you saw earlier with the trailer. And after that, you take one of the legs here, put this to the side, fold this section down and snap it in, fold out the foot, close this, and it'll peg right in there. Then you just rotate that around and you repeat for the other side. Repeat. Snappy, and there you go. Now you got his legs. Then after that, take these smokestacks, point them up, come over here, snap out the arms and fold them out like so. That'd be a good time to just rotate the whole section around too while you're at it. The 180. You want to come over here. Oh yeah, because of transformation, he used to have like a dog here, like a little dog. It was like the Mack truck. It tends to snap off very easily. So yeah, I just want to snap this part under here, pop this open, and then what you want to do is like lift these ever so slightly, snap it in half, and just stick your finger in there to force this whole section apart. Once you do that, pull these out to the side. You can pull out his hands. Pull this down, pop out the head, and you just collapse this whole thing back into the form of his chest. Once you do that, you take it, you just snap these out to the side. Then you take these, you rotate them and they'll peg in there, or you can just leave them out, it's up to you, but generally they go like that. And there he is in his robot mode. And he is freaking awesome. Very tall, he's definitely Megatron. I mean, of course he's less silver and more bronze, as you can see. The head has some light piping, and it's got the damage, which you can see like that he got from Revenge of the Fallen, just like the other one did. But yeah, it's got very detailed abs midsection. Yep. The arms can go slightly up. They bend right there. It's like around like high shoulder. And then it sort of has like two elbows. Like it's got the main elbow here, but then this other one. So you could say he's double jointed. Yeah, and the head's on a ball joint, and he doesn't have waist articulation per se, but he does have like really high, like low chest articulation, so you can spin around there. Legs bend there to the transformation, they bend back, and got a hinge there, but in and out, and yeah, very posable. And then, like, you know, you have accessories like, you know, here's that cloak thing. You come in here and you rotate this section out. There's the cloak. Then you just put on here, like this section will pop out a little bit. There's a peg on the top here. Just want to jam that part there. It can be a little tricky, but if you do it, it will drape over the whole thing quite nicely, and you know, give him like this almost like a Dr. Doomish vibe, and there with his cloak, which looks very cool. Then his weapon here, you can put that on either arm. You know, you pull out the peg. You can also just store it on the back. You know, make it look like a jetpack thruster or something. Not as impressive as the cyberverse one, but hey, you know, it gets the job done. If you don't want him holding it the whole time. And then, you know, you just snap it here, and it does peg on the arm. There you go. So there he is with his arm pegged. It's very, very nice. He's got really interesting information for scale. Let's bring out Ultra Magnus here. Stay. Yeah. As you can see, not quite as tall as Ultra Magnus, but he does have a way more fascinating and interesting transformation. Like, it's way more involved than that one. That one, as you saw last time, you sort of just fold him out and just do some twists on his legs and his arms, and that's it. Him, you gotta rotate and move a whole bunch of stuff around. I mean, he's got a very involved transformation, this Megatron, and he's freaking awesome. Like, definitely, like, my favorite. It's like of the Voyager ones. It's like that I've managed to get so far. And, yeah, I mean, he's way cooler and more involved transformation-wise than Ultra Magnus. Although, you know, not to hit on this Ultra Magnus, you know, I still don't like him. I think he's got that Magnus presence, and the vehicle mode's nice for not being a copy of Prime. So, you know, and, you know, if only he came with a second missile, probably would have been way cooler. But yeah, so that's the Voyager class till Dark of the Moon Megatron. The only shame is that he only this is the biggest you can get him. They did not make a leader class Megatron from Dark of the Moon like this, which I think is a real shame. I mean, if they ever get around to making one, maybe for a universe or a movie quadrilogy thing, I would definitely pick him up, and I'm sure a few others would. I mean, it's kind of funny though, because it's like, if you think about it, it was kind of a spoiler for the movie, because like the leader figures that came out were like Bumblebee and Sentinel Prime. Usually they'll release like an Autobot and a Decepticon, and they were so cool with Sentinel Prime about if you remember on the box it said, oh, he's the heroic former leader of the Autobots. The Autobots are a short victory, and then it turns out he's the villain. Still. Would be cool if they made a leader scale version, just so you can make it go against the leader scale of the Sentinel Prime and all the other Optimuses. But, yeah, well, there he is, Thanks for watching. Till next time.